Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Anthony Smith versus Glover Teixeira at light heavyweight. This is a star-studded card from top to bottom for a fight night, for sure. I mean, you got Sijara Eubanks versus Sarah Moras on the prelims, and then you got a star-studded main card. I mean, wow. So anyways, this is a pre-fight rundown of the main card. I'll make this a quick episode with predictions as always. So to kick off the main card in the lightweight division, we have Michael Johnson versus Thiago Moises. And I'm going to go with Thiago Moises on this one. I'm going to say by decision. I think maybe outstrikes Michael Johnson. I don't see it going to the ground. I think Johnson's wrestling and Thiago Moises' ground game will cancel itself out and will stay standing. And I think Thiago will win by strikes. Basically points for strikes and win by unanimous decision. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Andrei Arlovski versus Philippe Lins. I'm going to go with Philippe Lins, first round knockout here. Philippe Lins, for those of you that don't watch PFL, PFL is essentially one of the biggest MMA promotions outside of the UFC. And he was the heavyweight champ. He won the $1 Million tournament, plowed through the heavyweight tournament, and beat Josh Copeland, a former UFC star in his own right, to win that title. And so Philippe Lins is in his prime right now, and Andrei Arlovski is unfortunately on his way out, I guess. And so I got to go with Philippe Lins' first round knockout. Then in the bantamweight division, we have Ricky Simón versus Ray Borg. I think Ricky Simone's hungry for some more wins, and I think he needs a win bad. And I think, you know what? Yeah, this was a tough one. I mean, Ray Borg's really good, but oh man, you know what? Yeah, I'll go with Ricky Simón. I think the wrestling. I think Ricky Simone's gonna use his wrestling game to score points and win by decision here. And I think, yeah, he'll win points due to takedowns each round and win a decision. Then in the lightweight division, we have Alexander Hernandez versus Drew Dober. Another tough call. Good matchup here. The matchmakers really did their job here. Not that they never don't, but you know, they definitely hit the bullseye on this one. Yeah, Alexander Hernandez, Drew Dober. I went back and forth on this one, but I'm going to go with Alexander Hernandez. I'm going to say Alexander Hernandez by second round knockout. I think this is a good fight. I think Drew Dober can definitely win this fight, but I think this will be Alexander Hernandez's night, and he wins by second round knockout. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Ben Rothwell versus Ovince St. Preux. And I am going to go with OSP on this one. I think that his athleticism is going to be too much for Ben Rothwell, and just that reach is going to be there for OSP all night, and I think he gets it done. I think he probably gets it done. I'll say first round knockout on this one. Then in the main event in the light heavyweight division, we have Anthony Smith versus Glover Teixeira. And Glover has been on a tear as of late. Anthony Smith, obviously, you know, he fought John Jones not that long ago. And I think Anthony Smith wants to get back in title contention. And I think this is a winnable fight for both guys. But I think Anthony Smith gets it done here by, I'll say third round knockout. I could see this going a little bit in knee deep in the fight, and I'll say third round knockout. I don't see him getting a submission. Well, you know, he could get a submission on Glover, but Glover has great jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I'll say third round knockout for Anthony Smith. So there you have it. There's my predictions. And as always, stay tuned for my post-fight show on this show. And until then, see ya.